Previous to marketing, everything's been done by referral. So this is my first time actually marketing and actually converting clients online due to the what you have taught me. As I mentioned before, I had captured 3 clients into contract. One have closed out last week, and that was for a total of $22,000. And then currently we have the other 2 deals that are pending. It's supposed to close out this week. That's about additional, I know it's 70,000 total. So minus the 22, that's about 48,000.
So 70,000 total.
I think how you presented yourself in one of the ads I came across online, especially when you're speaking about authority, planting your authority in the online market space, that really captured my attention.
But now, how are things going, my guy?
Things are going great since we first started in February with our ad spends, and up till today, things have gone great. So far, I got 3 clients under contract. One have closed out about a week ago, and I have 2 that are pending that are closing this week. So a couple others in the pipeline that I'm improving and getting ready to take them out, shopping for a home. So we're in that process now.
So you do a lot of things, right? Essentially, you wear multiple hats, and it's pretty unique how your approach is. So do you mind formally introducing yourself and letting everyone else know exactly what you do and who you help?
Yeah, I have a brokerage, my own brokerage, where I provide lending services. So I have my own lending company as well. We pre-approve our clients, such as buyers, home buyers, we list properties or whatnot. But we mainly been marketing to home buyers to get more clients in our pipeline. And that's what's been kind of working for us as of lately. Previous to marketing, everything's been done by referral. So this is my first time actually marketing and actually converting clients online due to the what you have taught me to do.
That's awesome. So that's actually a good segue because next I was going to ask you, what were things like before working with me and what were any of the struggles that you had that you're dealing with the most?
So before, everything was just by referrals. A lot of my clients, especially home buyers, I would meet them at when I'm hosting like open houses from listings or whatnot, or through word of mouth, friends, families. They may refer my point of contact to someone to get pre-approved and to purchase. But 2025 has been a goal, personal goal for me, is to try to capture things online. That seems like we're a lot of businesses being drummed up, in our industry. So I definitely wanted to hop on board and learn how to market and learn how to convert a client from online as well.
I mean, and you are doing it, bro. You are absolutely crushing it. And the way now you're analyzing data and analyzing other content, every day you're sending me content from people, other, agents around the country and seeing what they're doing. And then also people who aren't in real estate, right? You're looking at how they're making content too. And now I think you finally see what's possible.
Oh, 100%, especially with the marketing. There's so many different layers to it, starting out with your hook and trying to expand your reach within the area that I want to, which is Sacramento. So a lot of moving parts just to capture attention on social media. So, and to try to do that within professionalism, as in, providing services to represent a client or a home buyer on one of their biggest investments in their lives. So there's an art to it for sure.
Yeah, definitely an art to it. What was your reasoning for wanting to work with me specifically rather than trying to figure this out, on your own?
I've been in the market, looking at different marketing agencies. I never was really comfortable or came across someone that I was actually comfortable with. I think how you presented yourself in one of the ads I came across online, especially when you're speaking about authority, planting your authority in the online market space, that really captured my attention in my eye. And then just servicing through your own Instagram page and learning more what you're about as far as teaching other videographers and other consumers like myself how to market or whatnot. So I think I just had, sometimes when you just come across something, you get a gut feeling and you got to trust it. So when I
Yeah.
came across your account, I had a great gut feeling. I'm glad you reached out. This first introduction session that we had, I felt even more comfortable. I discussed it with my wife. I was like, yeah, let's give this a try. And you just seemed more about me, my brand, as far as what I want to convey out there to the market space. So, and I was just willing to to go 2 feet in, dive with you.
Well, thank you for that. And one thing that that I always preach is I don't want to be the person that like tells people what to do without doing it myself. You found me through doing the things that I'm also teaching you how to do and helping you do too. So I have actual skin in the game, and that's why I can like see things from all different types of angles because I'm actually spending my own money on it too. While other agencies, they'll just like it's all theory. They'll just, oh yeah, we can totally help you get leads and exposure, but they never do it themselves. So that's really the difference. That like I actually like get my hands dirty and I do it too. Can you break down like the actual process? Like what did we actually do together, and what would you say was like the most valuable part of the process for you?
So what we done is we came up with a strategy plan as far as who we like to capture, the type of client that I like to capture online. For me, it was particularly home buyers. And then we came up with different, or you proposed different marketing strategies as far as whether it was like B rolls, A rolls, things to that nature. I proposed a location, which was my home, so that's where I first felt comfortable with shooting some content. And it could be pretty, when you're actually shooting or marketing for yourself, it can have a little fear, right? You think about the perception around from the lenses from the consumer. But once I got past all that, I think you helped guided me in that or gave me some confidence to actually be comfortable in front of the camera. So that's what I feel like I was lacking the most, making that first initiative to come across film for the first time.
That makes sense. And what would you say was like the most valuable part of this process?
The most valuable was just learning everything from start to finish. So how we market it, how you done your editing, and how we put the content out there on the social media pages, the timing of it, and then some of the strategies we done afterwards, after we post that were very key. A lot of the strategies that you provided or instructed me to do, which resulted to getting some clients and getting them under contract and get them closed out as well.
Yeah, so really like just A through Z everything. And then like you said, that DM script. So I created you like a custom DM script tailored to your offer because you said you're a lender, you're a realtor, and you also are a flipper too, right? So it's been working really well for you.
Oh yeah, but that part is the follow up is so valuable because you want an opportunity to engage and for someone to engage back with you. And that's being in sales, as far as like real estate, sometimes you have to wear your sales hat. Those are opportunities that we live for. So
That's dope. So now let's get to the fun part. So let's talk the numbers, right? So how much would you say that you've made so far, and that's also pending so far with the content that we made and the ads that we ran?
oh yeah, so that's pretty easy. So as I mentioned before, I had captured 3 clients into contract. One have closed out last week, and that was for a total of $22,000. That was with garnishing commission as a realtor, and then garnishing commission as a loan officer as well. So that was 22 grand. Was about 12 grand on the real estate side and 10 on the lending commission wise. And then currently we have the other 2 deals that are pending. It's supposed to close out this week, literally this week. That's about additional, I know it's 70,000 total. So minus the 22, that's about 48,000.
So 70,000 total.
Correct.
And you average about, I think you said you spend about $50 a day in ads. So that's about 1,500 a month in paid advertisement, right? With 70,000 in that return. So I think that's a really good return.
Yeah, I don't know if it's luck.
No, it's not luck. It's strategy
Yeah,
because
great strategy.
what I love about working with you, Linnell, is that we really started from scratch, right? So it wasn't like any like gray area of like, oh, I already have these conversations I'm having, right? It was like, hey, I've never gotten any deals from social media.
Correct.
Like, cool. So it's like 0 to 100 real quick, right? Just like Drake says, right? Right. So as soon as we implemented it, it's like, okay, we made you look premium, right? Like we went with like a real like aesthetic. Also, just like honing in on your expertise, right? Making you feel comfortable, right? But that's just the phase one, right? But then it's about next is guaranteeing that you're seen by the right people, right?
Correct.
So all we're really doing is advertising you, is making you more visible to the marketplace. And because you're actually good at what you do, because the content's good, it's just a numbers game. The more people that see you, right? The more people who are going to be interested in what you offer and the more chances I bet you have.
Correct.
And then because also with the, the DM framework, reaching out to every single follower, reaching out to every single person who likes, right? Because if anybody follows you from an ad and you're talking about real estate, they're gonna fall within that vertical. It's
Right.
either they're thinking about buying or selling a home, or they're already a homeowner thinking of buying their next home, or they're some type of person who wants to get into investing, right? They're gonna be in that vertical. Like no one who's not interested in real estate is gonna follow you from those ads. Right.
Correct.
So it's not luck. It's just like it's just making you more visible to the marketplace in a way that also separates you from the marketplace too. Because we created your own custom branding and your own style.
Yeah, much appreciated.
Yeah. So and you see like right away you start to get followers, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. My account was very low, so I was a little skeptical about that as well. I was like, well, I don't have like a ton of followers, but I mean, with the strategy after I actually comprehended it, a lot of followers doesn't even matter. It's actually better. It's actually
Yeah.
way better to have an account less with less followers and grow it gradually as you put out good marketing.
I think at the time when those three deals were like being worked on, you had only posted 6 videos too. So we were doing like 12. You didn't even post all of them yet. It was like by the time you posted six, the deals were already rolling in.
Yeah.
So how much do you think you have in the pipeline? Like not pending, but like in the pipeline with other conversations you're having?
Oh, a ton, probably over a dozen, like for sure. Where I'm meeting, coming across clients should be ready in the future, like 6 months down the line. There's a couple already that I've already like pre-approved, about a handful. So just getting ready to get them out and go shopping at this point.
That's what I like to hear. This is going to be a record year for you because you were already averaging a good amount offline with referrals and word of mouth. Now you have the online presence too. So it's like essentially you could end up like doubling your business this year.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. So awesome.
Yeah.
So what would you say to someone who's like on the fence, not sure that this could work for them? Like what would you say to that person?
I would say hop on a phone call first and, have your ton of your questions like written down, ask away, and to at least give it a try. I mean, you have different packages where, you can offer like a starter package, just, see if it works for someone. But I would definitely go all in to be 100%, no
Yeah.
matter
No,
what level you are in your business, just to get yourself out there online because you never know. I come across accounts where, I second guess it sometimes. I'm like, "Oh, that's probably a bot account." No, those are like real individuals and they wouldn't have reached out to me or if I would have never reached out to them if the opportunity didn't present itself as far as them liking or following from that ad. So the opportunities are there. So for someone that's on the fence, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to grow your business? Is what you have to ask yourself. And this is the leap of faith to take it for sure.
I love that. I love that. Like a leap of faith, but now you're thinking like that's exactly how you were thinking too. Like it's a leap of faith. I've never done this before. And now you're thinking long term. Like now you're saying, all right, we got a whole like you're planning out the whole year already. Oh, so you're like you really drunk the Kool-Aid. Yeah, that's working so well. But
Yeah, it does.
but tell me this, like what type of person would you recommend this to? Like what type of person is that?
I would say I'm an introvert, so I'm a shy individual at the end of the day. I'm not opposed to going up to someone, speaking to them or whatnot, but I'm an introvert at the end of the day. So this fits all personalities. So whether you're shy, there's a way for you to look unshy. A lot of, following up on likes, that's it's very introvert ish, right? Before you hop on a phone call, after you get comfortable exchanging a couple messages with a client, potential client. So this fits all personalities. If you're an extrovert, you might even thrive in this as well. You might 10x whatever you're doing. So
That's true. That's honestly why I got into this because I'm introverted too. Like I tried networking events, I tried door knocking, I tried cold calling. I don't, number one, networking events, I don't like small talk. I'm really bad at it. Cold calling, I get disheartened quick. Like it's on my thing. So like, okay. I even went out, passed out flyers, went to businesses. I was trying my hardest. So I was like, what can I do that's actually gonna make my life easier? It's like, oh, I could just be in my room around nobody, hit record, make some videos, put it out, reach a lot of people. And then because people are going to consume my content, I already have authority because first impressions are everything. So when someone sees you for the first time through video and then they watch your other videos, when they talk to you, you already have that authority and that nurturing. So like you already like pre-sold them. So that's another reason why content's so great is because you're pre-selling them. And the more someone listens to you and watches you, the more trust that you ultimately build. So it just makes that when you hop on the call, it makes it so much easier. It's not like you're meeting for the first time.
100%. And it's a way for people to get to know you in a way. So there's, yeah, it fits all personalities. I totally agree. You touched on a really key thing about the reach online. So in my line of business, when I was capturing clients, it was during open houses. I mean, you're talking about maybe 10 to 50 people you may meet face to face on over a weekend. But online, you can have that reach like instantly off one video, you know?
Thousands, it's one to
Yeah.
many, like in person is one to one, but this is one to many. You hit one button and obviously the content has to be good. Like you can't just like as you've learned, like there's actual strategy behind what I call social media commercials. Like there's like the content we make for nurturing, but that content doesn't do good for ads.
Sure.
Then there's some that we script specifically for ads or social media commercials, and those do well, right?
Mhm.
So at the end of the day, it does come back to the content. But once the content's dialed in, then it's just about, okay, putting money into it. It's like a rigged slot machine. You just put money into it and you get X amount back. And especially when you sell high ticket, right? Like real estate's super high ticket.
Yeah,
So it's a huge ROI.
definitely. A lot better than flipping homes too.
I feel that. Well, thank you again, Leno.
Yep, likewise.